Hey everybody, it's Coffee with Mick. Franking out this discussion about whatever I want to talk about in the morning. Occasionally on Reddit, I will complain about my job. And there's one retort from the customers that I despise. Every time I read it, I just want to digitally punch them in the face. You probably heard it too. If you've ever complained about your job, they'll say, why don't you just get a new job? As if it's that friggin' easy to just get a new job while you're still working. Yeah, you need to take the time out of your day in order to look for a job, but you also need to use that time in order to work, in order to have money for things. Do you not see the paradox here? Hello. Ugh. Like, granted, a large part of the problem with apps is the apps themselves. They're undercutting the pay. But to say that there isn't a problem between the customers and the delivery drivers is, it would be a lie. Yeah. And I'm sorry, customers, but for every bad, driver story you have, I have a million worse customer stories. I'm sorry. Primarily because if you get, your food delivered badly, you can get a refund. If I get a crappy tip, I can't complain about it for more money. I'll be seen as greedy or begging. We're the ones who got it worse, not you. You're the one who made the mistake of using an expensive food app to get your wife Dunkin' Donuts. Okay? Yeah. Seriously. It may sound a little hypocritical that I'm saying that you need to be the bigger person than us, but you do. You just do. Alright? Some of the complaints are so stupid. It's like, oh, why is he sitting in the restaurant parking lot for 15 minutes? Maybe he's trying to get into traffic. Oh, there's no traffic where that. There's no traffic where you are. You're a place that exists. That's a restaurant, a popular restaurant. I'll always be more empathetical towards the drivers than the customers. I'm sorry. That's just where I am at this point. And I really hate to play this card, but we drivers, we're technically essential workers. When the next pandemic hits, you're going to need us, and that's when you're going to tip again. And we'll just do it happily. Yeah. Or maybe legislature will pass and restaurant workers and gig workers will be paid a fair wage. I don't know, maybe. Of course, let's get real here. The fact of the matter is, if that were to happen, you'd essentially have to pay 20% anyway. Yeah. How did we, get to this point where we somehow, tricked people into believing that a system where restaurant workers are underpaid and the only way they can possibly get regularly better paid is if the customer... Wait, I'm mixing myself up. I'm tired, it's early. How did we get to this system where it's employees get utterly undercut by the companies and restaurants and gig apps they work for, and that it makes sense that the only way we can really get paid well is if the customer decides to pay us well, decides we did a good job. And I'm sorry, but I've dealt with enough cheapskates to know that sometimes you just decide we did a bad job even if we did a good job. And that's not really fair, is it? This has been yet another delivery rant by Mick the Man. I hope you have a better day than the bad days I've had. The bad interactions with bad customers. Most of the time are also anti-union. It feels like goes without saying. Either way, I hope you have a morning.